Hello guys, it's Nico from Psychologist and welcome to another video. Today we are reacting to the new song of Hopsin called Along With Me. I know I'm currently doing the NF journey, but some people recommend me this song, and as I saw my last video didn't perform that well, I thought that maybe it will be a better idea to give NF a break and start doing other artists as well. So okay, here we go with Hopsin.
Marcus fucking Hopsin, my guy, what up? Don't mean to intervene. How are things going? Talk to me. How you living, G? You look so confused right now. Do you remember me? Cause I've been with you since a teen, fucking you up mentally. I love it, dude. Staying inside your head where the rent is free. I'm just here to make sure you keep all your crazy tendencies. Look at yourself in disbelief, struggle with your identity. Stuck in depression until you diagnosed with it clinically. How's your love life? It's still a trifling mess? Nigga, you
Whoa, what's this all about? I'm not really sure what he's talking right now. Is it, I don't know, is it that anxiety reminding him of struggles? Is it depression forcing him to watch, his life messed up? Inner voices? I don't know, let's see.
Crazy tendencies, look at yourself in disbelief, struggle with your identity, stuck in depression until you diagnosed with it clinically. How's your love life? It's still a trifling mess? Nigga, you 35, you haven't found a wifey yet? I mean, if I was you, would I be stressed? Why, yes. I guess a mail order bride is nice, it might be best.
I have the feeling that I'm gonna be passing it out here, but I just have to say that stressing yourself about timing will only make things worse. Think about it. If you are struggling finding something that you want in a stable state, why would you think that stressing out is going to help? I will tell you later on what's the best strategy, or at least what tools can you use, or what we use in therapy, but let's get with the video first, okay?
With it clinically, how's your love life? It's still a trifling mess? Nigga, you 35, you haven't found a wifey yet? I mean, if I was you, would I be stressed? Why, yes. I guess a mail order bride is nice, it might be best. So how did you manage to get rich yet be so empty? Constantly stuck in a deep old frenzy. Maybe your ego ain't eco-friendly. Bro, you got a life that we don't envy, and I bet suicide must be so tempting. Do it.
Oh, no. Okay, I mean, delicate subject here. First of all, I'm seeing a common pattern between being healthy and being empty as well. I've just did a couple videos of NF recently, and he also talks about it, and it's not rare at all in the music industry. Just think about it. Artists or people with that creative power are just like you and me. They are as vulnerable and as lonely as anyone can be. But they are submitted to a constant pressure, and not only from the outside, their rewards and money, etc., but also from the inside. Yeah, they are achieving their dreams, but also realizing that there's so much more that they didn't know they wanted, and that forces them to keep constantly changing. And unfortunately, some of them end up with suicidal behavior, so I really hope that he's getting help.
So how did you manage to get rich yet be so empty? Constantly stuck in a deep old frenzy. Maybe your ego ain't eco-friendly. Bro, you got a life that we don't envy, and I bet suicide must be so tempting. Do it.
Wait, hold up. Damn. Fuck's wrong with me? I can't leave me alone with me. I'm like, who is this nigga? Reminding my theory. It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror. Wait, hold up. Shit. It's got control of me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm like, who is this nigga? Reminding my theory. It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror.
So how's
quick thing here. As I said, it's completely normal that artists have identity crisis, because we all do. But they live showing off their personality to the world. So sometimes they're just moving forward without fixing past things that will probably come out later on stronger, and they will be more difficult to fix. So time goes on, and the fear of the man in the mirror is going to increase unless you do something about it.
Supposed to be. I'm like, who is this nigga? Reminding my theory. It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror.
So how's the rap life? Do people enjoy your music? Or you still spitting that bullshit to destroy the youth with? Be honest, you live in the shadow with Joyner and Lucas. You jealous? I know that you are, my point is proof. What the fuck happened to you? You was spitting so cold. You was the ill man Hopsin on the list with the ghosts. Then you fell off. You should've took a different approach. I hate to say it, but you'll never be like Kendrick or Cole, nigga.
I mean, I don't have really that much knowledge in rap culture, but I know for sure that comparing yourself to others, it's going to cause a big problem with you. In my previous video I talked about it, and I recommend you go check it out because I pointed the difference between relating and comparing and how it should be done for growth. Because if you're doing it wrong, you're putting yourself down when you should be lifting you up, you know? So okay, let's continue.
You are, my point is proof. What the fuck happened to you? You was spitting so cold. You was the ill man Hopsin on the list with the ghosts. Then you fell off. You should've took a different approach. I hate to say it, but you'll never be like Kendrick or Cole, nigga. It's fucked up. That isn't fair, Marcus. I'm hoping that God will answer your prayers, Marcus. But even if he does, the chances are rare that you'll have hands in the air headlining Madison Square Garden. Nigga, put the mic down, don't you fight this fight. Cause you the corny rapper only weird white kids like. So every time the blogs post you, the comments gon' roast you. I would rather be dead than be caught living in your shoes.
Wait, hold up, I'm tripping. Folks wrong with me, I can't leave me alone with me. I'm like, who is this nigga? And why do I fear him? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror.
So now we are getting a bit inside of the mind of Hopsin, and I can tell you right now, if he talks to himself in that way, it makes a lot of sense that he's fearing himself. We all have conversations in our head and we all talk with ourselves at some point, but the way you do it, it's going to determine whether it's a healthy relationship or an ill one. Think about on how you will talk to a friend or a family member when they're struggling. Will you be aggressive and start yelling at them on how to make things better and reproaching the things they should have done? Or will you be caring and loving because you know that at that moment they only need comfort and support? So that brings the question, how do you talk with yourself? It's something to keep in mind.
I can't leave me alone with me. I'm like, who is this nigga? And why do I fear him? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror. Wait, hold up, please stop. It's got control of me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm like, who is this nigga? And why do I fear him? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror.
Right, I got an idea. I'll tell you how it works. It's gonna sound a little outrageous, but hear me out first. Turn your phone off for 2 weeks and start an outburst of worried family members, which leads to a local town search. And when they find you, you dead inside of your crib with a letter that says goodbye to your kid. But you don't get to see him anyway, cause your ex is wildin' and shit. So in his little head, it's like you already died. It's a trip. While you reside in heaven or hell, whichever side that it is, your baby mom's will regret the shit she never tried to get fixed. If you're alive, chances are she'll never try to repent. I'm just trying to show you ways to exercise your revenge.
Oh, holy. I mean, I truly hope that he's working on it. Because if you don't know how to deal with that kind of intrusive thoughts, they could become really dangerous. You cannot just tell yourself that a solution can be killing yourself and it'll all be fixed and just let it pass. You have to know how to identify it and have the tools to work around it so it doesn't interfere in your life. Just think about the amount of anxiety that someone like Hopsin can experience if the thought revolving his death is constantly in his head. And the thought won't probably go, and it's not the solution either in most of the cases, but working on it can make the anxiety drop and take away the importance that probably has right now. Actually, if you want to know more about it, I made a video about intrusive thoughts in my analysis to NF the search. I'll put the card over here so you can go check it out, okay?
That it is your baby mom's will regret the shit she never tried to get fixed. If you're alive, chances are she'll never try to repent. I'm just trying to show you ways to exercise your revenge. All you want is love, right? Well, you gon' have to get some balls. Shoot your fucking brains out until they splat against the walls. I mean, it has to hit the blogs and all your fans will get involved, and you'll be missed cause people don't know what they have until it's lost. Hug your dad and kiss your mom before this transition is done into the new life. Your current one is trash, it isn't fun. Yeah, everybody got problems and we all fighting this big war, but your problems are different. You got nothing to live
for? Wait, hold up, oh no. Fuck's wrong with me? I can't leave me alone with me. I'm like, who is this nigga? Why do I fear him? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror. Wait, hold up, please stop. It's got control of me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm like, who is this nigga? Why do I fear him? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror.
What I'm thinking, what you're thinking is not the important thing. We are alive right now, that is the important thing. It is important that you focus on this fundamental sense of aliveness within you, and then you will see there is a natural distance between you and your thought process. Once you create a little space between you and your mind, between you and your body, this is the end of suffering. Don't identify any thought as negative, because it's just a thought. Who told you it's negative? It's just a thought. You're making it up, maybe you like it. What's the problem? If you understand it's just a thought, it has no power. If you think it's a reality, then it destroys you.
Okay, I think I can make some points here. First of all, I think the whole video is the pure definition of a catharsis. He let out every single negative thought, so in the end he could reconcile with them and burst them into pieces. Now back to that end quote that is from an Indian guru called Sadhguru. I agree on some things, but I have to say that maybe the message won't work for certain people. Just let me explain. Look, the truth is, the field of psychology, we are based on empirical evidence, and we try to apply that knowledge into our patients individually. And personally, I'm not against messages that spreads positivity, whether it's from a scientist or a guru. And I'm not criticizing his reflection. It's just that in my opinion as a therapist, it is way more important to identify the thought than just take the importance away without discrimination. Because in my opinion, there are good and bad thoughts. And bad thoughts are just only the ones that you have no control over and are probably causing you anxiety. And there are other thoughts that give you power. Thoughts that probably are causing you an outburst of motivation and growth. So in therapy, basically we try to classify them so we can convert a negative thought into a tool for growth, which will also lead into more acceptance with yourself. That for me is the way that I've seen the best results. It works not only with thoughts, but with anything that bothers you from yourself. You know, the goal and the process is to convert that into a positive thing that you can whether embrace or change for good. Actually, in his video, he said that you cannot go and try to remove a negative thought, which is true. So you have to reconcile with them. And of course, because of his culture, the tools he uses are more spiritual wise. And actually, psychology has taken some knowledge from them in terms of meditation and inner peace. But anyway, if the words of Sadhguru are helpful to you, be my guest and keep listening to him. I'm sure he has helped a lot of people. But on the other side, I know firsthand from my experience that there are people really need for therapy and are actually having trouble to get it. So guys, that was it for today. If you're new here, you can see that with this channel, I'm trying to bring therapy closer to you and to get something useful that I hope it can help you. But with that said, thanks for watching and until next time. Bye.